We've talked about supporting the investigator. University, you need to support your decision maker. Make sure that they're trained, they understand the policy and the process, decision makers follow it, do it properly, and then everyone else back them up. Follow your policy. You don't want to get into this mess where the process finishes and then suddenly you have the dean or the vice president jumping in and trying to change things. They get a phone call from a friend or a donor or someone, and they want to involve themselves, and they ask you to go back and relook at it and change it. You don't want to get in that situation. Everyone needs to be on board. That's why it's so important that you provide training to everyone so everyone understands and has confidence that they know what they're doing. The only time where this should become an issue, where it should be relooked at, is if the decision maker didn't follow the policy. But that should be apparent in the report. If there's a finding and it's not backed up by evidence, the report is not sufficient, then you have an issue and you need to address it. But if everything is done properly according to your training, your policy, and your process, you should be fine and you should stand behind it until proven otherwise. Not just alleged, but proven otherwise. All right, so you have to decide how this is going to work, whether you, because of the rules, are having to change things or you're fine the way you are. Make sure that you decide it and that it's articulated and published in the policy so everybody knows who's doing what. Train everyone who has any part in this Title IX process or any need to know, make sure they receive training to their level of involvement. Investigators, decision makers, seek out training. No one is going to go out and do that for you. Your boss isn't every year going to say, hey, how about this? How about that training? How about that training? You need to go out and look for it and ask to be sent. And then coordinators, make sure that you put aside the budget to allow them to go to the training. Decision makers, use the language from your policy. Cut and paste that language and fit it into your decision so it's very clear that you're using the definitions from your policy. Remember that reasonable people can disagree. It's okay, especially to the preponderance standard. The important thing is that you are able to articulate in writing your decision backed up by evidence that corroborates the facts of the allegation. One party is always going to be unhappy. This is a confrontational process. So decision maker, you can never make both people happy. So if that's what you're hoping, that you can go to the live hearing and come out with both of them smiling, it's not going to happen. One side is going to be unhappy. That's your job. Just make sure that even though they're unhappy, they can read your report and understand how you got to the conclusion that you made. All right, so that is lesson 4 of the Title IX training program. You should be finishing up the book Assessing Credibility, also the book Biased Investigations. Both of those are included as part of the course. So if you are taking this class individually, you can go to my website and purchase those ebooks separately. Take the lesson quiz to pass this lesson, to review the things that you've learned, and always check out my YouTube channel for supplemental videos and my website for tips, tricks, and additional training and information. We're here to help you. So if you have questions, if you need a mentor, if you need experience, someone to bounce questions off of who has the training and the experience and the time doing the job, reach out to me. Let me help. All right, good luck on the quiz, and I will see you at the next lesson where we are going to discuss report writing. Everything you do has to be written down, has to be documented. Let's talk about how to do that.